Hey guys, Uncle Ray. Welcome to another episode of the Crypto Bellwether. On this channel, we cut through the hype and the noise, and we give you the non-biased information you can use to hopefully capitalize on this bull run. Now, I do my research for me, and I share with my community. I started this channel because I truly believe that this is the best opportunity in history for the average person to change their financial future. And I'm going to do as much as I can to help people make that happen. Now, this is not financial advice, but this project is definitely worth taking a look at. I believe that it's setting up to be the perfect little storm, and it's been hard to jump in to this pump that's happening in the last month and a half, but I think we have an in, and this project is part of Solana's ecosystem. So if Solana starts to pump again, which I believe it will, this project will do well. Now, before we dive into it, go ahead and hit that like button. It helps us out a lot, and we do appreciate it. Go ahead and hit that like button. All right. The project is Jito, J-I-T-O, and the website is jito.wtf, which I find hilarious, and maybe WTF stands for something else, but I'm going to go with what I think it stands for. Anyway, there's a new buzzword going around in DeFi, and it's MEV, and it's a different DeFi model, and it stands for maximum extractable value. Now, if you go to the website and surf around, it's going to give you a wealth of information and help you understand it. I'm not going to do a deep dive, but in doing the research, from my understanding, the validators can make a lot more money being a validator in the Solana ecosystem through this platform. And as far as staking goes, it's a new model, and it has liquid staking pool that supports the decentralization and the health of the Solana network. Now, one of the things that are lining up for me to be so bullish is that it was newly launched and it didn't get a big pump. And I love the way these newer projects are starting to be launched. They're not launched by a lot of VCs where they come out at $1 and they run to $20 and then we all get dumped on. Now, this project came out and it did like a 1.5, 2x, and now it's pulling back. So one of the things I'm personally looking for is projects that haven't experienced a bull run. And, we're not really in a bear market anymore unless something changes. So the bottom's probably in. So it's really good, to see these projects launch right now and do well. Now, this has a good social buzz behind it. Obviously, being part of Solana's ecosystem is great. And I think a lot of people are going to want to stake their Solana over the next, couple of months to couple of years, because they believe that Solana is going to make an all-time high, and a lot of people think that it might go to 1,000, even 1,200, which I wouldn't doubt it. For me, I'm thinking if it 2x's above its all-time high, I definitely won't still be owning Solana, but I will be swing trading Solana and projects like this inside of its ecosystem. Now, Solana's been pumping so hard, it's been hard to get in for people that are not already in. Well, last night we had, a little event, whatever you want to call it, where Bitcoin dumped, and I believe just basically ran stops and knocked the liquidity, took advantage of some of the liquidity from the leverage traders. And that's what you see right here. So that pulled this project down as well. Now, this is realistically one of the few down days that Solana's had in months. So that is one of the variables that I'm looking to take advantage of. Now, when you look at how this thing launched, guys, it basically launched at $1.90 and it dropped down just a little bit and it ran as high as $4.30. Guys, that's just basically doubling. That is nothing in crypto. So right now, you can buy this project under $3. Now, I think it's a great time to dollar cost average in if you're looking to do that. Now, it's not financial advice, but let's check out this chart on TradingView. You know, it has a lot of support where it's at right now, and it's building this wedge. Now, normally, that wedge, if you had to guess, that wedge is telling you that it should break. You know, the probabilities are slightly, just slightly, a little more that it could break to the downside. But I'm not just a technical trader, because you got the triangle and then you also have the RSI starting to turn up and it's at the bottom. So that's kind of contradicting what the triangle might be telling you. But now this triangle can still be bullish and break up to the upside, but the probabilities are probably 52-53% that it will go to the downside. However, when you look at the big picture and the fundamentals, and you go back and look at where Solana has been for the year and where it is now, this is just a down day in a bull market for Solana. So being that this thing just launched like last Thursday, I'm still very bullish. Now, the other variable is it just had a huge airdrop. Now, from talking to people and surfing around and doing my, research, a lot of people, especially people that got a big airdrop, went ahead and sold off a lot of it. It's free money. So I don't think that there's still a lot of people looking to dump on this project that haven't went ahead and taken advantage of the airdrop. So that's pulled it down. So all that setting up, to me, gives us a good opportunity. So like I said, I think I'll probably dollar cost average in after I do my swing trade. But right now, I'm going to dive into more technicals, and I'm hoping this thing breaks out to the upside. But no matter what, I am going to swing trade it. If from here, or if it keeps bleeding, I'm just going to watch it bleed, and then I'm going to buy it, because it's already at support, and I don't think we're going to be lucky enough to buy it of the low of the launch with Solana moving higher. Now, if we wake up maybe tomorrow morning and Solana's in its second day or maybe the third day, there's a chance. It's crypto. But I think that the odds are, unless something happens tonight with, say, Bitcoin or the stock market, that Solana is going to continue going up probably tomorrow, and this thing could take off. So if we're lucky, it'll pull back even more. But I think anything under $3 is a great place to dollar cost average in. That's just my thoughts. So another variable is I am looking for projects that haven't experienced a bull run. So right now we have a newly launched token that hasn't taken off, it hasn't done a 10x, and we're jumping in, so it's early. That's positive. It's part of Solana's ecosystem, which is the healthiest layer 1 out there outside of Bitcoin. That's an extreme positive. And it has good tech. So I think that everything is lining up for me to start stacking this project. And we're early and it hasn't experienced a bull run. Now, if there's a downside that might be concerning to some people, the tokenomics as it sits right now, because it's so new, isn't really what you want to see. But this is extremely normal on legit projects. So let's talk about that for a second. Right now, the circulating supply is only 115 million. Now that's out of 1 billion. Now, I know that that is a massive upside of supply to be dumped on us. Now, hear me out. Tokenomics do matter. And I believe they matter more in a bear market, which I believe we are at the start of the bull run, unless something, bad happens. And I'm primarily only worried about the stock market. But anyway, no matter what, when you go back and look at projects that are newly launched, like from XRP to Matic to Avax, Gala, they all had that type of setup early on. When you go back and study the history of a lot of projects that made an all-time high, say, whenever they launched, it ripped and ripped and ripped. Like Matic ripped for, the whole bull run. So did Avax. So did XRP. Now, so in a bull market, tokenomics can get, in a bull market, the tokenomics doesn't really matter. But one thing it does tell you is no matter what, you need to take your profits, because the supply will grossly increase. So this project and any project that has tokenomics like this will definitely go down, and we all know that. That's why, in my opinion, that's one of the biggest reasons crypto is so cyclical, because of tokenomics and the setup. One day that will start to change, but as it sits right now, the tokenomics tell me that this thing can rip. It can go, it can rip and rip and rip. However, take those profits or you'll become the profits, because you will get dumped on during this bull run, period. And that goes the same for pretty much all projects. Anyway, guys, that's my thoughts. Let me know what you think in the comments section. Is this something y'all might want to start stacking? Do y'all think this is a good project? I think it's a real good project. And, I did a video how to work the ecosystem of Solana. So if you're bullish on Solana, in my opinion, don't just buy Solana, because if Solana does, let's just say a 10x from here, projects like this should double, triple, quadruple that. And other projects, as you go down through the ecosystem, might even do better. But as a rule, the lower cap legit projects inside the game, inside the ecosystem of Solana, are going to do a lot better. So when Solana starts to make an all-time high, imagine where the gaming projects that are inside that ecosystem are going to do, or the DeFi projects, how they're going to do. So go ahead and take a look at that. And I did a video, and I'll leave a link down below and at the end of the video if you want to, think about that. All right, guys, that's all I got for you. Now remember, this is not financial advice. So go ahead and hit that like button, share with like-minded people, and either way, guys, come back and be part of this community. Take care.